You just arrived from Vilnius at your first day in the city, probably, or the second. What are your first impressions so far?
First of all, I got to talk on the game. It was an amazing game. So my first impressions really of the team was this game and the victory. The way the guys fought, and it was a total team effort, and to pull out that amazing win in a very tough court, and also with the stakes were so high because we needed to win this game to advance. So it just shows the character of the team, and I'm happy to be part of it right now.
And about the city, you just got to recognize the traffic here.
I think they told me 10 minutes. I left 45 minutes before, and the last obstacle I hit was it was a half a house on the road, and the guy was moving it, and I didn't know where to go, so I went down some one ways, and I made it here. So it took some time, but and the bikes, there's bikes going everywhere. I think I almost hit a couple, so I got to kind of watch out for this.
You arrived and went straight to Vilnius. How much time did you have to talk with the coaches to get to know about the systems? What did they tell you?
I was trying to fit it in every chance we got. I got the practice as soon as I got off the plane, but I traveled for half a day or more without any sleep, so it wasn't much of a practice for me, but I got to learn some of the players and some of the systems. We had a shoot around when we got there, so I did more, and I was working with the assistant coach on some of the things. So I know a few things, but this next few days will be important for me to adjust.
What can you tell right now already about the philosophy of your new coach?
He's very positive. I like that. He's focusing obviously on defense, but his systems seem pretty good. He lets the players play and gives them confidence, which is very important with a young team. So right now I'm very impressed, especially with this win that we had in Lithuania. So I'm excited.
You already told before that you do not know any player on the team from before, but the sports director, Hima. How good do you know him?
We've worked together for a few years, 5, 6 years. So for me, yeah, we worked in Gran Canaria, and then we worked in Estudiantes, and then also when he done some side things, we kept in contact and things there. So I've known him now since probably 2008, so almost 10 years. So we have a very good relationship, and when he called me on Berlin, I was very excited, and everything he told me was honest because I know I can trust him. So I was excited to come here.
So was he one of the reasons for you to come here?
Yes, I mean, I've been close to Berlin. I was talking with Marco the other day. I've been close with Berlin for a couple of times in the last, I would say, 5 years. But I was playing in Spain at a very high level and different obligations and things there. But yeah, Imar was one of the main reasons. But also I've been intrigued with Berlin. I've heard it was there was rumblings of me coming. I done some research, and everything I heard was amazing. Great city, very professional club, and the history of the club, and I was excited.
You're coming from Canada, but you spent most of your career in Europe. Like in terms of basketball, do you see yourself as a Canadian, European, or even an American player?
Obviously, I'm Canadian, but my style is European because I've played over here for so many years. Even in college, we had nine international players on our team, so we had that international flavor. Yeah, I'd say more the style. I'm in a system, come off screens, catch and shoot, not a lot of dribble, these things. So I'm more of a European style, yeah.
At the beginning, like almost every player, you had the dream of the NBA. How long did you follow that?
I was close. I signed with Indiana Pacers for 2 years. When I came out of college, I went undrafted. I went to the NBDL for a season and a half when I got released by the Pacers. So I was close. I'd say if my mistake was made when I was ready and I was good enough to go, I was very successful overseas. So it's kind of like, the way I explain it to people is, you're at a high level overseas, so I sign in June. That's when I sign. I go to whichever team I want to go to. If I wait till September for an NBA team, I mightn't have a good contract in Europe. So it's a big gamble to take, and I had a young family. So I think when I was good enough to go, I didn't take that chance because I was playing at some high-level teams in Spain.
Please let us know how the last season and the beginning of this season went for you so far, and where you have been.
Okay, last season I was in Puerto Rico. I tried there. It was beautiful. Very tough league. We played a lot of games. I think in 7 weeks, 8 weeks, we played 28, 30 games. So it was 4 to 5 games per week. It was very intense. You have a lot of NBA guys, different guys there that's close to America, but the style of basketball was very physical, and it was a good experience. The year before that I was in Athens, but this past season I did training camp in Bilbao, just to show people that I wanted to get in a good rhythm and a good shape, and then I went and I signed with Tenerife. I played 10 or 12 games with them. We were in a good rhythm. We were second place in the ACB and first in Champions League. So right now I'm in very good shape, and I'm ready for the next step here in Berlin.
Was there also an option or talks about staying in Tenerife?
Yes, it was. It was a lot closer than I guess people understand, because as I was flying from there to go back to my home for 2 days, they had an injury with their two-guard. So it was just a matter of time, and if I wasn't on that flight, I'd probably still be there. So as soon as I landed, they offered me a deal, or we were working on negotiations, but I've committed. I was after committing to here, so I stayed where I was.
So you're 35 years old now, young. How long do you plan to play basketball?
I'm not sure. I take it now. I take it season by season. If my body stays healthy and things continue at a good level, I will continue to play. But for me, it's difficult to be away from my family. So, if things work out well here, we'll see for the next year. But we will see. I'm taking it game by game and day by day.
You just mentioned your family. Who do you have, and are they coming?
Yeah, they will. I'm hoping they're coming just after Christmas for a couple of weeks, and then if there's any breaks in between, we'll come back. They'll come back over again. But I have 3 kids and obviously my wife.